Hello, everybody. We all know that it is an art of managing and tracking your expenses. So, whether it may be the home or who belongs to the home expenses, business, or the personal. So, we are going to do this using Google Sheets. So, we have how this systems. We have two systems to follow it. So, we can follow whichever we want and whichever we preferred and which is comfortable and convenient. Okay, so for the first system we are going to what we need to do here is, so we just record all the expenditure. We're going to just record the all expenditure on daily basis and assessing the expenditure end of the day or as well as every month, and even if you want, and every year. Okay, we can assess and record in such a way. So this second system is recording the same daily expenditure and recording it in such a way, which means categorizing the each expenditure. So what is categorizing the each expenditure? We are going to see in next slide. So see here, from the first process, from the first method, we are going to have, we are going to assess like this. The expenditure for the month of August is 10,000. Okay. These kind of results, these kind of queries can be executed using the first method. Okay. With the second method, we are going to execute and we are going to solve the query as you see here. So we have provisions, miscellaneous, cosmetics, cleaning material, education, travel. So the total expenditure is 10,000. So from the 10,000, we have spent 5,000 for the provisions, miscellaneous 500, 500 for cosmetics, cleaning material 1,000, education 2,000, and 1,000 for travel. So we are going to get the clear cut of each expenditure with this method. And there will be a transparency too. So account heads. So as you have seen before slide, so the provisions, vegetables, cleaning material, milk and milk products, cosmetics, travel, education, communication, miscellaneous. We are going to maintain expenditure category. This is called expenditure category or the account heads. We are going to maintain it. So, and the first system, I mean the first method, this formula will help. So this formula will help in the first method, and in the second method, this formula as well as the above sum formula. Both formulas will be helpful in the second method, as well as one more formula which is reference, cell reference. That is also help you. I will demonstrate each three all the three formulas in the sheet itself. So now let's see what is data validation. So data validation is something like maintaining the data in an accurate manner, maintaining the correct form of data. It is called data validation. So data validation, we are going to use data validation for these account heads. So for that, we are going to convert that all the data which is over here into the list of items. So using list of items. Okay. So by this, we can get the results accurately. One second. Okay, now this is the first method. So just recording the transactions, everyday expenses in the particulars column and their quantity if you wish to record, and the amount, the expenditure that we made. This is the amount column, so debit and the credit. So for example, I have 1,000 rupees with me, and I have given it in the credit column. So on 2022 August, let's say 12. Okay. Next, milk, 30, paper 12, tomato is 10, onions 25. So like this. Okay. And at the end, see the sum function I'm using here. So sum starting cell, okay, starting range of a cell, this, right, colon, or you can simply drag, like this. Okay, this is the starting range and this is the ending range. Between whatever the values are present here, so that will be get summed. Okay, so and I'm using another function which is subtract. So this is the balance. As on, so what is the date? 22 August 12, and the total expenditure. Expenditure on August 12, right? You can highlight if you want, like this. Like this, everyday transaction we need to record whatever the expenditure we made, expenses we made, we have all that every day we need to maintain. So at the end of the day, you'll get, and if you sum all the expenditure using the formula, which I will tell you later, the end of the month, you can get the total expenditure. Okay, this method is I have learned from my sir, who is an ophthalmologist. And let's move to the second method. So this is the second method. Here we are going to maintain year and month, date, particulars, account head, debit, credit. I have recorded all the some sample data here. We have some sample data. So up to August 31st, we have from 11. So here on 11th, I have cash with me 20,000. So I am using 20,000 for the expenses. Okay, so you can see here cash, milk and milk products, vegetable, education, travel, cosmetics, communication, provisions. So all the heads are here, right? So if you can see this drop down list, so the highlighting one. So if you click here, it will open the drop down list like this. If you select on whatever we want, we can select. Okay. So how to create this drop down list? I'm going to tell you. And this is called data validation. Whatever I used here is data validation list of items, right? So now right click wherever you want to make a drop down list or do a data validation. Next, view more cells, actions, and next click on data validation. Here you have before criteria, you have some list of things. Under it, we need to select list of items. So in the list of items, we have already I have made cash, comma, milk and milk products, comma, provisions, comma, vegetables, comma, cleaning material, comma, okay, cosmetics, comma, travel, comma, education, comma, communication, comma, miscellaneous, comma. So we need to separate each and if you want what we need to separate each and everything between comma. We need to separate with comma each and every head. We need to separate it by the comma. Okay, and click on save. So, and copying the same thing wherever you want, you can paste it and simply change it. Change the account head. Okay. Okay. Now I have the data up to 31st of August. Okay. Now let's see how to convert this data into this way. Okay. I mean, how to analyze this data. So we have some huge amount of data, the big data we have. How can we compress data to make it analyze easily? So one more thing before it. Okay, let's start. So is equals to, if you can see here, we are going to use sum if, cell reference. These three functions we are going to use. So first is equals to, so it is mandatory for all the formulas. I mean all the functions. First, we are going to use some ifs. Okay. And first we need to select the range, cell range. So this is the cell range starting over from F2 to, so this has to get summed. Okay. F2 to F500. Okay. The ending range I'm keeping 500, F500. And the second criteria is I want just only some cash. Okay. This is the second criteria I'm using. Make sure that each and every starting and ending range should be equal. Okay. Otherwise it will show you error. So I'm just keeping some, I'm going to fill the criteria next in the sheet also, in the next sheet. So next criteria we want is criteria of range is A, which is year and month, which is here. So we are going to click here and A500, the ending range. So here we are going to mention this. Okay, the year and month 2022. Make sure the data is same August. Okay, and closing brackets and put cursor here, which is still need to mention the criteria. So under the D column, which is account heads, we yet to be give the criteria. So I'm giving this. So if before you can see the point over here is 0. Once I have clicked here, it's showing 20,000, right? So this is the catch. In the month of August 2020, 2022, we have this amount with us to fulfill our all expenses. Okay. Now let's see the expenditure of milk and milk products in the August. We are going to use the same formula, sum ifs. The starting range always should be the sum range E2 to E500. Okay. And next one is account head D2 to D500. So I'm giving a little space for the criteria here for the account head. And next, moving to the next one, which is month A2 to A500. Okay. Now we need to mention year and the month here. 2022 August. Okay. It's showing 0. Now let's see the difference. So I'm clicking here. It's showing 1365. So it's showing the autofill. So I want to do it manually. So I'm just copying all the thing and pasting it here, pasting it here, pasting it here. Okay, now I'm going to change this A7. So which is provisions. Okay, A7 is provisions. This is A8, which is vegetables. A9, cleaning material. A10, cosmetics. Look at the highlighted one. A11, which is education. A12, which is communication. A13 is travel. A14 is miscellaneous. Okay, we didn't spend anything under miscellaneous. Now we are going to use sum function to see to sum all the totals of each head. Okay, Okay, 15,000, right? So let's see the balance with us. So 20,000 minus 15,000. So we get 5,000. So let's see our main data sheet, the expenses sheet. Do we have 500 with 5,000 with us? Yes, we have. So you can see it here. We have the balance end of the month. The balance is 5,000. So we also get the same here. So this balance we are going to get it here using cell reference. Just click on just enter is equals to, then click on the cell, um, click on the cell, and whatever the value which is in the cell, we are going to get it there like this. Okay, this is cell reference. So now if now let's move, and so if we have the balance of July, we can mention here. So we have just started, right? I didn't mention anything here. So now I am going to add cash in the September. So for the expenditure, I'm going to include some other cash for the expenses. So let's copy the same formula and paste it here. And here we need to change it. We need to change August as September. Okay. The rest of the things same. So now is equals to total cash, right? We need to sum both the balance brought down. So the balance carry down and the both we need to add it. We have 5. Okay. Yeah. Next, copy the same formula and change this to August. Sorry, September. Change the month to September. Now I'm copying the above formula to every cell. So now we need to change criteria, which is A7 as we did before. A8, A9, A10, 11, A12, A13, A14, right? And let's also complete the sum. So it is automatically coming and following it. So next, the same. First D2, next D17, right? Okay. Now click on is equals, click enter is equals to get the cell reference of balance, the closing balance to there. Okay, right. Now let's make some changes in the September. So I'm copying the date and pasting it here so that the format will not going to change. On September, I am adding some other 5,000 extra cash to the balance, to the opening balance. Okay, cash. Okay, so copying the same thing, pasting it here and changing to cash. So another 5,000. Okay, now the date 2022 September 1st. Okay, September 2nd. Let's make it to first. We are spending amount for milk. Okay, as usual. So the same, I'll just copy this. The same values. And let's finish it with this. Sum and now the balance. So now what we are going to do is we need to first add the both. One is opening balance and extra amount which we are adding to it. Okay, so first add the both, then subtract this amount. Okay, so the same at September. Okay, and don't forget to copy this up to September end. Okay, because we have using it, we need this, we are using it in the formula, so we should not miss it. If we miss this, so the values will not get counted, values will not get summed. Okay, so now look here. So we have used 65 rupees for milk and milk products. For milk and curd, we have used 65 rupees in the month of September. We got this, and the sum, look at here, 65 and the balance with us. So 1 minute before this, so we need to, yeah, see this balance 9935, 9935, the same amounts. Okay, now let's do one more thing. So now I will not fill these parts. These three I will not fill. So let's see what will happen. So now I'm making some expenditure. Again the same milk, and along with this I'm also adding so fuel and fuel for 100 rupees and vegetables for 2000 rupees. Okay, now let's make categorize these heads. Fuel is under travel and this is under vegetables. Okay, and now is equals to sum only this part and is equals to the September 2nd, September 2nd, 2022, Sep 2nd. Okay. See, I have mentioned all the three. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All five I have filled, but not this. Let's see. See, it's not showing anything, any expenditure under vegetables. It's not showing any expenditure under milk and milk products and the travel too. See, you see, it's not showing the expenditure because we have used this A2, we have used this particular column over here in the formula. So we should also fill it. Okay, let's see, we'll get a change over there. You see 100 rupees travel, 2000 for vegetables, 130, 65 plus another 65. So we have spent over here. So that's how it works, and the balance to the October month. So if we make all the formulas, if we fill the sheets with the formulas and start filling all the, I mean, start recording the daily expenditure that we made over here, that will automatically bring you this sheet. That will automatically create you this sheet. So using all three formulas. So okay, hope you like this. Thank you.